Oh. I'm like, what is that? Is that a time bomb going off?
Don't even joke about that.
Oh, please.
Been an interesting 48 hours.
Oh,
Oh. I don't even have anything to write on. I'll be right back. Here.
Madam Mayor, it's 5:08 and we are live.
great. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. And welcome to the Thursday, September 11th, 2025 special city commission meeting, our first budget hearing. May I have the roll call, please? I can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm muted. Mayor Betty Resch.
Here.
Vice Mayor Sarah Maliga.
Present.
Commissioner Christopher McVoy is not here yet. Commissioner Mimi May is here, but stepped away for a moment, and Commissioner Anthony Segrich.
Here.
Thank you very much. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is today is a day of remembrance in our nation, and I think it behooves us, as the pictures come through about who those of us that were alive on that time and remember it, a horrific attack on our nation. And so before we say the Pledge of Allegiance, I would like just for us to stand and take a second to remember all those poor souls and their families. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I
tried. All right.
I was here.
Yes. Okay, additions, deletions. I would like to move H, which is resolution 61, 2025, the stormwater non-ad valorem assessment up to new business A or public hearing B or D. I don't know what we'll call it. Madam Clerk, can you help me out with that? What will we call it?
We'll call it new business H, but it will just be first under new business.
Okay, thank you. Any, can I have a motion on the amended agenda?
Motion to amend as requested.
Thank you. A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, public hearing, resolution 52-2025. The first hearing adopting the fiscal year 2025-2026 tentative millage rate.
Good evening, Madam Mayor, City Commission. Monica McNaughton, Assistant Finance Director for Budget, for the record. And this item adopts our annual tentative millage rate. We already had the initial, adopts our annual millage rate. And there's some compliance things I have to say. So this is for the city of Lake Worth Beach. Our millage rate will be 5.4945 per 1,000 assessed evaluation, which is 7.69% more than the rollback rate of 5.1020 mils.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
B, resolution 53-2025, first hearing, adopting the tentative debt service rate.
I'm sorry, Madam Mayor, I had one public comment.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not even, and tell
And
Mr.
it's the only public comment I have this evening.
Well, why don't you share it with us then?
So the comments from Sam Smith, 109 North Palmway. It is long past time for the city of Lake Worth Beach to do what almost every other municipality in Palm Beach County has done, which is to reduce the millage rate. Taxable values in the city have risen by 53.85% since 2020. This information comes directly from the Palm Beach Post or our own audit reports. 9.1% increase in 2020, 13.9% increase in 2021, 12% increase in 2022, 7.8% increase in 2024. The cities claim that we have no tax money or that we have no money and need to increase revenue, i.e. let's charge everyone to park downtown, is what I would call baloney. The city's taxable property value has dramatically increased like the rest of Palm Beach County. It is time to reduce our millage rate. You want to attract businesses and investments in our city. Well, it doesn't help when we have one of the highest millage rates in the county. and we are one of a very few municipalities who have not taken steps to reduce millage rates. It also doesn't help to keep waiving taxes for big developers left and right either. Please reduce the millage rate this year. That's my only comment this evening.
Thank you very much. Mr. Brown, have you got any blue comments for tonight? Not at all. Okay, great. Thank you. All right, so B, resolution 53, 2025. Do I have a motion? Oh, what, do you want to say something? Why not?
If you recall this one, we reduced the millage rate from the 0.92 to the 0.40, giving the residents a break for this year. And we will have, we'll use fund balance in the amount of like $700,000.
To make up one.
Yes.
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
C, resolution 54, 2025, first hearing, adopting the fiscal year 2025, 2026 proposed city budget. Do I have would you like to say something, Monica?
I was just going to quickly share. Do you want me to share the items? Yeah, I was going to quickly go through the changes just so that you are aware of what the changes are and know what those minor changes were from workshop number 2 to this workshop or to this hearing. Sorry about that. It will be brief, I promise.
I get a fancy one like you guys.
All right, so we're just going to go through. You have a copy of this that we provided you printed out. On the third page is the appropriation summary. We'll go through a couple slides of significant changes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What I'm seeing right now is resolution 54.
Okay. Did
Let
this
me
well?
just, let me just check the Zoom and see, but. Yes, that's what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing, and if that's what I should be seeing, I apologize.
What do you see now?
Now I see that. Okay, thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Great. All right, so that page number 3 is the appropriation summary. This is the breakdown of all the funds. This is in your budget book found on page 10. Based on the supplementals and the approved items from CIP, the updates have been included in the budget. As I mentioned, all supplemental items have been included. If you recall, it was around 593,000. That was included from the last workshop. We had that discussion. You approved those. And that's on slide 4 that I'm discussing now. So the first one was general fund. We incorporated that park rangers that was requested. We have a placeholder for that. And then all the CIP projects were incorporated. And then for the CRA, I just wanted to highlight that we had a slight difference. It was 4.1 that we had initially in the budget. It'll be 4.2, and that'll be updated for the second hearing. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. For beach, we had a use of fund balance, which we discussed. So if you recall, the admin fee and the PBSO contract, we brought back into the beach fund. And then we have the approved CIPs. And so that is the change in the beach fund, along with their supplementals as well. Page 5, water fund, we increased that rate to 5.5%, which we've been discussing all along in the budget, but we updated the budget to reflect that appropriately. And then again, the debt. It's at 5.5. So it was, I think the budget was reflecting 4 at the time, but it should have been the 5.5%. Total, yes.
Total, not included. Yeah.
And then the debt service fund used the fund balance for 719,000. That's been reflected. Refuse used the fund balance increased by 160,000. That was a combination of salary and benefits and operating to incorporate the class and comp items. And then capital improvement, although requested and approved CIPs have also been incorporated that were discussed in budget workshop number 2. And that's in the CIP schedule. That's actually all I have. Actually, I have one more item. I apologize. Slide 7, I just wanted to, you asked for this last year. This basically reflects all the rate increases. And then it also shows the dollar amount per month so that we can have that for residents. It comes out to just shy of $13. I think it's like $12.51 per month that residents are impacted. And the stormwater was an item that people were asking about, and it's about 25 cents per month. That's the increase. I think we mentioned that in workshop too. I just wanted to remind the public of that.
The letter that just went out, that was one, the stormwater for what, about the raise, the annual raise and the monthly raise? Help me out.
So there were multiple, so the letter you're probably talking about is the stormwater
I think so,
rate
yeah.
increase. Yeah, that went out. Correct.
Okay, it was very, it was confusing to me when I read it.
We hear that every single year because statutorily, like you have to have that language in the letter that goes out. But what we talked about in next year is actually pushing out more in layman's terms to everyone, so
Yeah.
it makes more sense. But that particular language has
Because
to
it
be on
was,
that
it
letter
was
that goes out.
confusing to see, is it a, you know, how much is the monthly and how much is the yearly?
People tend to always think that means that that's going up by that amount on a monthly basis,
But
but
if
it's
peop-
actually an annual charge.
If people always think that, maybe we could find a way to make it more understandable so that every year we don't have the same confusion.
Again, the language can't change the letter. It's legally, it has to be in there.
I'm not
We
arguing
would
with
have
that.
to do
Of
something
course, what would it have to
supplemental.
do? But
Yeah.
I'm saying maybe it's on the second page, you know, water, you know, stormwater for dummies to, because it's, the numbers just did not line up really understandably.
It would have to be a supplemental, like it couldn't be
Yeah,
part
just,
of the
you
same
know,
letter.
in other words, this is what this means.
Yep.
Right?
And I will just say that Director McKay and her team did put out a communication, and they pushed out some communication about all the rate increases in collaboration with the department directors.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. May and Mr. Segridge. I think Mr. Segridge was first.
I know we have separate items on this later on, but I believe in workshop 2 and even in workshop 1, we discussed with the electric utility rate increase, not necessarily doing a flat 8%, but exploring increasing the minimum charge for service and some other creative ways so that just wasn't a flat 8. Was there any progress in that, or is that something that will come down the line?
I think we discussed that the director was going to follow back up because we didn't have time to incorporate that in the budget at this time.
Okay.
We wouldn't be able to incorporate that. So I think he has a plan to follow up with that
He has
information.
something to say.
Yes, good evening. For the record, Ed Liberty, Electric Utility Director. Yes, we did discuss an 8% increase to the base charges, not to the total bill. So the base rate goes up about $7.22 for the 1,000 kilowatt hour customer per month.
How much?
$7.22. Of course, that gets added to the PCA. Then there's a storm fund and there's taxes. So, but the 722 is what the bill will go up by plus a little bit on taxes. What we were looking for, and we're pretty confident that it's there, is incremental revenues that are not captured in the models. And you say, well, why would we not have all of those revenues captured in the models? That's because on occasion we get these big lumpy increases. So over a period of time, we average between 0.75 to about 1% load growth, and then revenues follow that load growth. However, in this particular year, in this next coming year, we expect to have some step ups, perhaps above that number, and we wanted to capture those. What we've decided to do in consultation with our Director of Finance is we're in the process of preparing what we call a cost of service study. So we're going to finish the cost of service study. We'll also be able to close out the year, get a good handle on where our fund balance actually closed out the year. We're in the process of negotiating a new power purchase contract, which will change things a little bit. So there's a few things that are going to change between now and the end of the year. Plus, we just did a rather large debt service, which is our fiscal 25 series bond issue, which is going to change our capitalization over the prior years. So all of those things will show up in the cost of service study. We'll come back to you probably in the January timeframe, because I don't think we have a lot of meetings in November and December. We'll be able to finish up that work and come back to you for a discussion on cost of service. And then you can decide how to readjust the rates. So for now, our recommendation is to leave it with an 8% base rate increase, was what you all had seen, with a homework assignment to bring it back to you when these other tasks are complete.
And that's 722 a month.
Yes.
And then just one quick follow up. I know with the stormwater assessment, we discussed how, a single family residence pays $5 or whatever it is, and Palm Beach State College also pays the same. Is that reflected in here, or will that also be something coming down the line?
I think that conversation, I'm not familiar with stormwater, but with respect to, that was a storm fund.
Yeah, the storm fund.
The storm fund.
Yeah.
That was $5 per month per account. So you're right. Palm Beach State College they have two accounts, so they would pay $10 or $5 in each account, but a family that's using 1,000 kilowatt hours a month is also paying $5. So we took a look at that. Our rates consultants at Leidos came up with some concepts on how to not make that as regressive as it currently is, and perhaps have the largest of the large customers, not all of our customers, but maybe perhaps the top 100 customers in what we call the commercial demand category, perhaps they would pay a higher storm charge. And that would create some incremental revenue as well. So we were looking at ideas that would all have to come back to you to think about on how to change things a little bit. Changes to the minimum bill, which will probably come out from the cost of service study, because it'll identify the true cost to serve an account.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. May.
I was just gonna ask that you guys send this to us in digital form as well. And then, Director McKay, could you send the press release stuff that you guys pushed? Could you send that directly to us too? Thank you.
We will do that.
Thank you. So, where are we? Do I have a motion? Are you done? Okay. Motion, do I have a motion? Do
Motion to approve?
I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And that was 54, correct?
Yep.
Resolution 55, 2025, establishing the refuse services annual assessment for fiscal year 2025 to 2026. Do I have do you have a presentation, or do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Oh, your light's on.
I know.
Oh.
Because I would like to speak.
Is it still on? Okay.
No, it's not still on.
Okay.
It's re-on.
Okay.
This is for Mr. Brown. When I know that this goes on the tax roll, so it couldn't be changed during budget time. If we wanted to change the refuse, when would we do that? If we needed,
More specific, we
Okay.
have residential, we have commercial. So the residential is not ad valorem. So that's what's on the tax roll.
okay,
Commercial is reflected in the fee schedule. So are we
Right.
talking residential or commercial?
we are talking residential.
Residential, that would have to be for next year. Because,
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
But by when do you need that for next year?
that is submitted to the county in June.
Yes.
June.
In June.
Probably early,
Okay.
probably when we first start having discussions,
Yeah.
the decision on February, March.
I think I remember doing it. I just
Yes.
wanted to put it
Yes.
as fresh in my mind, because if there's something that we want to change in that department and we need more money, we need to talk about it before this.
Those conversations are going to start for all of us end of March and going into April. So we know what we're looking at doing as far as the residential assessment will be for the upcoming year. So for next year will be for FY 2027.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Now, we're starting with H, Resolution 61 2025, establishing the annual stormwater non-ad valorem assessment rate for fiscal year 25 to 26. Anything from staff? Do I have a motion? Oh, I'm sorry.
Real quick, I see a few people out there, but I don't have any cards here. So I don't know if people know that if they want to submit a comment card, they
To
need
speak?
to, yeah, speak.
Does anybody want to address the commission about this? Okay,
All right.
thank you.
We'll check.
Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you very much. Okay, now we're going back to A, which is the fiscal year 2026 position count. Fiscal year 2026. Do I have a motion?
I never got that from Lauren.
I make a motion to approve, but have a question.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second for discussion.
Okay, Ms. Malega?
Thank you. I know that we have funds put aside, but I didn't see the park rangers quantified in the positions. Is that the way it's supposed to be? Because it's just an earmark for now?
It's an earmark for now. Yes, we will incorporate, we'll work with the HR department to incorporate it once we get it
And
all
then we'll
figured out.
revise.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very
Aye.
much. Fiscal year 2026 contribution from enterprise operations. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. C, fiscal year 2026 administrative charge for services. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
That was
Up-
hard.
I love this one. Let's do this more often.
I don't like that one.
Resolution 57 2025, establishing the rates and charges for the electric utility for fiscal year 2026.
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Next up is Resolution 58 2025, establishing the rates and changes for the local sewer system. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Do I
Second.
have? Oh, she's on. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Moving right along. Resolution 59 2025, establishing the rates and changes for the city sub-regional sewer system. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
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 Next up, Resolution 60 2025, establishing the rates and charges for the water system for the fiscal year 2025-2026. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. What?
Oh, well. Not our phone, here, schedule.
Mayor, I'll be bringing the resolutions up.